can't believe it. I can't believe someone found out, but I was the what of all time. I have no words really. I'm just so sorry. I don't know what came over me to do such a thing, but I'm not too sure what it is I can do to make it up to all of you that I have betrayed, but all I can tell you is that I am very sorry for what I've done. I'm not too sure what it is exactly. No one ever tells me, but yet here I am, making an apology. I'm so sorry for having auto start off, so that the game doesn't continue. I don't know. I need my dog on here, so that it makes the blow a little less painful, so that you would give me some sympathy points, so that I will be able to go about my day-to-day basis and not have to worry about failing another Chimps game. Oh, for goodness sakes! I'm not expecting a subscriber to come about this video. All I want is for you to understand my perspective of this entire scenario. I don't know what to say. I don't know why everyone is blaming me for the most war crime ever in the history of humanity, even though I was no part of it. I feel like I have to apologize somehow. I don't know what to say though. All I've been doing is just doing my own thing. And then somebody just came out of the blue and blamed me for something I was never even a part of. Like this little dark monkey at the back here. All he's doing is just ensuring that the balloons don't escape. Like, what do I do from here on out? Why does it feel like darkness is caving in so badly? I feel like I need to be sacrificed so that my soul can be put to eternal damnation. I don't know what to say. All these balloons coming this way. We do the same thing every day. We pop balloons in a difficult self-imposed scenario. I feel like I'm never ever original. Like I have to apologize each and every time I do a mistake. I have to apologize to all those that I've wronged. But I have never been perfect for this game. And sorry for putting down a wizard so that we can decamouflage the balloons. I don't know what other way I can go about this really. We can't afford a radar scanner by round 24. So this will have to do. I'm so sorry. Why am I still like this? Why do I have to suffer this day in and day out? I didn't know that the dwarf down the road also liked balloons. All I saw was that he was a dwarf and nothing else. I thought he was just doing his day-to-day routine like every guild master would do. But yeah, here we are, not using that ability on time. I'm so sorry for not being perfect at the game. I don't know what to do really. Water for fireball. But one of them not going to water fire, and I'm so sorry for not getting water fire first before before shimmer. We really need that that lead popping, but we also need the camo popping too at some point. Okay, dropping the axe now. Like, apology culture on YouTube, am I right? For goodness sakes, like, there have been probably a lot of notorious apology scenarios out there that are not sincere or earnest in their nature. They just serve there to try and barricade people from guilt, the guilt in which they have committed and that they refuse to ever acknowledge. But they just want to kind of talk around it and expect the whole thing to just lay off with time. And unfortunately, for those people, people do not forget what you have done. And therefore, when you know you have effed up on something, you have to be honest and own up to it, like anybody else would. But unfortunately for some of us on this platform, we feel like we're much better than everyone else. We let our subscriber count get over to our head and think we're immortal or something. I don't know, just like somebody who discovers a 2TC for the first time, and they think that they are better than everyone else, when it's clearly not true. Everybody is a part of this community. It's not just one person doing this thing. It's a together effort for everyone. I just don't understand why people are so cruel to me. And why on earth do I have to put up with all this? Every negative comment I get, I sit there and weep all night. I'm kidding, by the way. I literally don't care. actually, I do care in some ways. Like, it depends on the comment, though. But not every comment I'm going to take seriously, just simply because of their nature. And when it comes to content creation on the internet, you gotta be a little bit wary of the person that you look up towards, because one day you may find out that they have done something in which would otherwise be completely immoral, and you, as the witness of being found out, you have to make a conscious decision as to whether or not you continue to support that person or not. And people who do like my apology videos or anything along the similar vein of that, you have to seriously think the mindset in which they are in. Are they A, being sincere about their apology and they sincerely want to move on from whatever it is that they have done? But technically, you can never run away from your guilt. You can fly all the way to New Zealand from the UK, but the guilt that you carry always is with you. And having a head in the sand kind of philosophy will never change that, because you will always carry that guilt with you. No matter where you go, you can, as obviously as I said, you can run away to any geographical place, but you can never run away from that guilt. Not at all. It will always be with you, no matter what. No matter how much you try and hide away from society, psychological torture never ever leaves you. It can be somewhat healed, but it can never be truly cured. But that, in its own way, is a beauty of life whenever a negative scenario comes about. Because if you manage to survive through the sheer harsh ordeals, whatever it may be, you are a stronger person at the end of the day if you accept it rather than deny it. Understand it. Don't take a huge amount of pity on it, depending on what it is, and go about your day-to-day basis. And not everyone kind of gets that. People, especially in the upper echelons of certain communities, do have this kind of godlike status that they believe that they are above everyone else because they know this thing and only a few others know that thing, because somehow they have managed to find the correct formula in order to go about on that thing. And I would like to say that this is something that is hugely prominent, but I would say this is definitely something that unfortunately plagues the Bloons Tower Defense community, or any kind of community as a whole. There's always going to be somebody out there that believes that they are better than you, but not only that, but they use that skill gap to try and manipulate you. And that manipulation could turn into something truly deceitful. Something, unfortunately, just like on the YouTube landscape, can turn into a real life scenario. Whatever is online, you keep it online. You don't go to somebody's house and DOX them, you know what I mean. You don't do that. That is just illegal, immoral. But unfortunately, YouTube has their kind of standards of what they accept and what they don't accept, regardless of their TOS. And not too long ago, there was a certain somebody with huge following that I'm worried about those balloons escaping there that actually did that, and they did it on a huge scale in which all their 13 million followers were able to see that they posted this person's address to their followers, and that is a heinous thing to do. But I am really sorry, but we are going to get an energizer first so that we can level up our beloved adorer. And a big apology to SJB, solely because I also really like Adora. Really do. Like, Adora is bae. I'm sorry to ISAB, but the Flying Fortress is not an S tier tower. And apologies as well, because Sorda is not the best one out there, unfortunately. And I also do apologize for that, but I think that my content is the best. I'm biased, obviously, but I know my content's the best. Even if I'm the only one that feels that. I just really feel that I should have at least 10 billion subscribers. I'm sorry, but that's what I truly feel. Do I need to make an apology video for just that? No, of course not. But I'm always eternally grateful for each and every subscriber that comes about. Each and every view, each and every comment, regardless of if it's a lovely comment or if it's an ill-natured comment. Engagement in its own way, is mutually what's the word here? Mutually beneficial towards all parties, whether it is positive or negative. Let's see, yeah, around 76, not a chance. So what are we going to do next? I'm not too sure, really. Are we going to build another sub? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Dark Monkey. But I really need to do this. Adora needs all of the subs, sacrifices she could possibly need, so I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. You were there for me when I really needed you. You were our back guard over here. You did everything that we need you to do while you were there at the time. And I'm so sorry for sacrificing you. Just like people on YouTube sacrifices others for their moral gains. Oh dearie me, what a world we live in. It's definitely the first strike comes first serve sort of thing. Go on, get out of here. Another ball of light. Is this really a ball of light? Ninja Kiwi, please do an apology. This is not the ball of light, this is the ball of darkness from Voidora. Change your bloody descriptions. Whoa, they're going up that way. What do I do about that? Maybe something along the lines of Voidora. I'm sorry for that lag. I don't know what came over me there. Yeah, we're going to need something else here. I really want to get the... No, not that. I'm sorry for clicking new game. It wasn't me, it was the mouse. I really want to get this. The preemptive strike, but I think we're going to need something else to help us out here. Got that. Got that. What do I do? I'm sorry. Will slowing them down benefit us? I don't know. All I know is they'll do something, hopefully. Please slow them down so I can knock them all out individually. Please. I'd like to be able to just get through this round. There we go. Round 81 is done. Oh dear. My tone changes a little bit of a multiple disorder sort of thing, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that is a real thing called multiple personality disorder. For better or for worse, it really is, or must be, a very confusing thing to live with. Waking up one day feeling completely different from what you were the previous day. I'm sorry, Super Ceramics, but you're going to need to die. I do like the Buccaneer, but I'm Team Sub all the way. Is that warrant of an apology video as well? We are nearly there with our script of our apology video. Oh gosh, everybody is going to be so fooled when I'm done with this. It's going to be a huge ass masterpiece and no one will ever find out the truth. But I am the one. And that I decided that the Paragon will be the next one to receive the Paragon treatment for update 41. Was supposed to be update 40, but then Ninja Kiwi needed more time to develop Corvus, because obviously Corvus was not done in the oven enough. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be horrible to Ninja Kiwi there, but we as a community have decided that Corvus should be banned from Two Tower Chimps indexes just because of how OP he is. I mean, people do have a point. Like, whatever scenario you throw at him, he just has some OP strat to counter it. I don't know why. Like, Vision, Echo, Ancestral Might. I mean, bloody Overload is an overload of one's senses. And yet we were somehow needing to know of all these schematics and stuff like that. Like, how are we meant to know all these things? Upon minute 1, us content creators are supposed to know exactly how a tower acts, because some of us get early access, and I say damn all of those early access YouTubers that gets exclusive access, while the rest of us don't get exclusive access. I'm just kidding, actually. Everyone that gets like early access to certain stuff, they have obviously done a huge amount, and their reputation enables them to deservedly get early access to certain things, honestly. Like, one day I would love to get early access, but it's not something that I am striving for. I just take this one day at a time, and honestly, I'm really happy with what I am doing right now. Like, 2 Megapops, 2 Towers Chimps, and started like US Tower type chimps, so like with ninjas on crack, like that was really enjoyable. And just spamming out bombs with the Master Bomber, that has honestly been a blast. Sorry, I'm gonna have to make an apology video for that. Puns are worth an apology, but yet no one knows. People don't know that this entire channel is dedicated to a highly illegal organization that is deep-rooted within the depths of the earth. It is the core of all of our issues. Also, all these deities got annihilated. I'm sorry, deities, but you're such a menace towards us. I really had to exterminate you for my own benefit. I'm so sorry. Here's a picture of my dog. Please don't hate me as much. Just look at the cute doggy, please. Please. This is my apology. I know the turtle fins are covering up, but it's definitely my video, and definitely not somebody else's video that I have copied frame for frame. I'm so sorry. Like, I like to think my voice is unique and all that jazz. And I say all that jazz a lot because I don't know what else to say. Sub-Commander, we have all 3 submarines up and running of the tier 5 segments. So yeah, what are we doing? I don't know. All I do know is that this necromancer has been an OG. He decamified all those buttons where none other did. And thanks to the sub-commander, this will be able to insta-kill the fortified deities around 99. What do we do here? I do not know. Let's do a spike storm if we can afford it. Please. I deserved it. I preserved my money enough in order to deserve it. Let's do this. Come on now. We can do this. I'm sorry if I fail this again. I don't want to fail this. I know you all deserve better. Better than me. There we go, around 100. Just one more opponent now. Let's just do this. I know, too big to avoid. Okay, that's where I draw the line. Get nuked. I'm sorry for saying that. It's just a severe lapse in judgment. And that's chimps on this, my apology map. By the way, it's a great map, honestly. Really well designed by Tristan is Dumb. Check it out. Link in, well, not link in the description. Code in the description and code on screen right here. Yes, Dark Monkey gets cancelled. And do you know why he got cancelled? He gave Adore a negative experience, that's what. So in the afterlife, he is making this apology video. So that is the context of this scenario, according to me. Is that really a perfect map for 2 Megapops or 2 CCs? Well, this gigantic top right corner here enables that, well, aside from Alchemist, you can place down any tower over here and it does not interfere with all this. Except your name is Geraldo and you can somehow hit through walls. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope this wasn't too cringe. And see you all in the next video. Please, if I can find it. If I can find it in general. If you're ever on the creator support, like if you're on the store or something like that, please use my code. That would be thoroughly appreciated. 1 purchase equals 1 less depression point for me. And by the way, I am very grateful to each and every one of you that uses my creator support code. But what I am very grateful for is when you use a creator support code of any personnel's channel out there. Thank you so much for watching and take care of yourselves, everybody.